Right. Good evening, all of you. You're all welcome to this seminar. So, a new speaker or is speaking for the first time at ICA. So, you're all welcome to this seminar on role of virtual CFO. Now, may I request the chairperson to please come on to the desk. Also, I request the speaker of this session, CA Aditya, to please come on to the desk. I request senior member T.S. Raman Garu to give a book bouquet to the speaker. I request all of you to raise for the motor song.
य एषः सुप्तेषु जाग्रति य एषः सुप्तेषु जाग्रति कामं 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 कामपुरुषो पुरुषो निर्मिमाणः निर्मिमाणः तदेव शुक्रं तद्ब्रह्मा तद्ब्रह्मा तदेवामृतमुच्यते तस्मिन् लोकः शतः सर्वे तदूनात्यपि कश्चन एतद्वैता 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 एतद्वैता.
Now I request the chairperson to give his opening remarks.
అందరికీ కూడా గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ అండి. రెస్పెక్టెడ్ పాస్ట్ చైర్మన్స్ ది బ్రాంచ్ అండ్ ఇక్కడ ఎవరు లేరు లో అండ్ సీనియర్ మెంబర్స్ మై కొలీగ్స్ ఇన్ ద మేనేజింగ్ కమిటీ అండ్ యంగ్ మెంబర్స్ ఆఫ్ ది ప్రొఫెషన్, good evening, a grand welcome, good evening to each and everyone. Aditya Sharma, Sastry, Sastry, Krishna Sastry. Aditya Krishna Sastry, Chitti, Chitti and listen. Actually, well knowledge in the areas of auditing. ఎందువల్లంటే ఆయన at the time of his after qualification, at the time of qualification maybe మన టిఎస్ రామోహన్ గారి దగ్గర ట్రైన్ అయి ఉన్నారు. సివిల్ సర్వీసెస్ ప్రిపేర్ అయి ఉన్నారు. యాజ్ వెల్ యాజ్ పెద్ద పెద్ద కంపెనీస్ అన్ని కూడా ఫైనాన్షియల్ స్టేట్మెంట్స్ ప్రిపేర్ చేయడంలో మేజర్ కీ రోల్ గా ఉన్నాడు. కమ్ టు ది టాపిక్ ఆఫ్ ది టుడే వచ్చేసరికి వర్చువల్ సిఎఫ్ఓ మనందరికి పనికి వస్తుంది గ్యారంటీగా. వచ్చిన వాళ్ళందరూ కొంచెం ఇక్కడ మనం ఉన్నాం కాబట్టి గ్యారంటీకి పనికి వస్తుంది. ఎందుకంటే నేను కూడా అనుకున్నాను ఆఫ్టర్ చైర్మన్షిప్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత వర్చువల్ సిఎఫ్ఓ ఏదో ఎత్తుక్కుని ఇదేదో ప్లాన్ చేసుకుంటే నెల నెల ఒక ₹1,00,000 ఇచ్చే ఒక కంపెనీకి ఏదో సిఎఫ్ఓ అన్న అయితే అనుకోవచ్చు. 1,00,000 అన్న అనుకోకపోతే ఇంకెందుకు, మన వాల్యూ ఉన్నట్టు. 1,00,000 అన్న మినిమం ఇచ్చేదానికి సిఎఫ్ఓగా ఉంటే మన ప్రాక్టీస్ మనం ఇక్కడ ఏదో మన గవర్నమెంట్ పరిస్థితులను బట్టి చేసుకుంటూ ఇలా ఒక సిఎఫ్ఓ రోల్ ఎలా ఏం చేయాలి ఏంటి, ఇది ఇండియాలో ఉంటుందా ఆపర్చునిటీ, ఫారెన్ లో ఉంటాయా ఏంటి అనేది అనుకున్నా. ఎతుకుదామని నేనేదో కొంత ఎతికాను కూడా. సమ్ పేరు గుర్తు రావట్లేదు కానీ వాళ్ళు ఇది ట్రైనింగ్ ఇస్తారు యాక్చువల్‌గా వాళ్ళు. దానికి సంబంధించి ఇవన్నీ కూడా. అదేదో ఎతుకుతున్నది ఏలికే తగిలినట్లుగా ఆయనంతట ఆయన చక్కగా ఒక మంచి సెషన్ చెప్తానని ముందుకొచ్చాడు. ఇది మనందరికి ఉపయోగపడుతుంది. అసల మన రోల్ ఏంటి? ఎలాంటి ఆపర్చునిటీస్ ఉంటాయి? ఇటువంటి వాటిని మనం వెతుక్కోవచ్చు. మన ఇంట్లో ఉండే మన సర్వీసెస్‌ని నిజంగా మంచిగా మనం చదువుకున్న దానికి అంతటికి కూడా వాల్యూ యాడ్ అవుతుంది. మనం చేస్తున్న ఇక్కడ రూ. 1000 రిటర్న్, రూ. 2000 రిటర్న్ కన్నా కూడా ఇట్స్ గుడ్ వాల్యూ యాడ్ టు అస్. మనం నిజంగా చదివిన సీఏకి మనంతా ఉపయోగించొచ్చు మన నాలెడ్జ్‌ని. ఓకే. అటువంటి వాల్యూ ఉన్న సబ్జెక్ట్ ఆయన ఛాలెంజింగ్‌గా తీసుకున్నట్టేనండి. అయితే బేస్డ్ ఆన్ హిస్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్, హి ఈస్ యంగ్ అండ్ డైనమిక్ కాబట్టి హిస్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఆహ్, ఈ టాపిక్‌ని ఆ ఎక్స్‌పెక్టేషన్ తీసుకొచ్చుకొని మీకు అందరికి ప్రెజెంట్ చేయాలంటేనే చాలా రిసర్చ్ చేయాలి దీనికి సంబంధించి. అంత రిసర్చ్ చేసి మీకోసం అనేది ప్రిపేర్ అయ్యి ఫస్ట్ టైమ్ సెషన్ తీసుకుంటున్నందుకు మై హార్టీ కంగ్రాచ్యులేషన్స్ ఆన్ బిహాఫ్ ఆఫ్ మై మేనేజింగ్ కమిటీ అండ్ ఎంటైర్ ద ప్రొఫెషనల్ ఫెటర్నిటీ. Definitely God will give us a lot of energy, lot of support in the form of nature. In future, you will grow and you will get the opportunities in future more and more. Will take the sessions in this area in addition also, whatever the need of the society, need of the profession. I will give the sessions and for enriching of the professional members and fraternity. Definitely that energy gives by the God. I pray the God the same issue. And thank you for accepting our invitation and sharing, ready to share your knowledge to us. అది మనస్ఫూర్తిగా ఇంకా తెలుగులో అయితే ఇంతింతై ఒట్టింతై అన్నట్లుగా చక్కగా ఇంకా మరిన్ని ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్‌తో ప్రారంభమై నేను కూడా ఇక్కడే ఆహ్, ఇలా ఒక సెషన్ చెప్పాను. అలా ఇక్కడే స్టార్ట్ చేసి ఈరోజు ఇక్కడి నుంచునే అదృష్టం భగవంతుడిచ్చాడు. అలా మీరు కూడా ఉన్నత శిఖరాలకు ఇంకా ఎదగాలని మనస్ఫూర్తిగా భగవంతుడి ఆశీస్సులు మీకు తోడుగా ఉండాలని అందరికీ మంచిగా నాలెడ్జ్ షేర్ చేసే సర్వీస్ అండి. నాలెడ్జ్ షేర్ చేయడం అనేది మన ఫెటర్నిటీలో ఏంటంటే ఎంత పెద్ద స్పీకర్ వచ్చినా సరే వి ఆర్ నాట్ పేయింగ్ ఎనీ సింగిల్ పే నార్మల్‌గా. ఏదైనా ఇంకా ప్రొఫెషనల్ అదర్ దెన్ సీఎస్ అయ్యుంటేనే వాళ్ళకేదో మనం డబ్బులిచ్చి తీసుకొచ్చుకునే సందర్భాలు రేర్‌గా ఉంటాయి. బట్ సీఎస్ ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో వాళ్ళందరూ వాలంటరీగా వచ్చి మన నాలెడ్జ్‌ని ఎన్రిచ్ చేయడం కోసమే వస్తున్నారు. అందువల్ల ఇట్స్ చాలా మంచి కైండ్ హార్ట్ ఉంటేనే ఇట్లాంటి సర్వీస్ చేయడానికి రాగలుగుతారు. హ్యాట్స్ అప్ టు యూ అండ్ డెఫినెట్‌లీ గాడ్ బ్లెస్ యూ. థాంక్ యూ ఫర్ గివింగ్ ద ఆపర్చునిటీ. థాంక్ యూ.
Right. Thank you, Chairman, for those words. As the Chairman has already told a few words about the speaker, I may add one or two issues or things with regard to the speaker. He has qualified his chartered accountancy course in November 2018 attempt. And from then onwards, he is working with Mentor and Associates. We know that in T.S. Ramondo office. So now I request the session speaker to take on the session.
Good evening, Honorable. Thank you for giving this opportunity for SSC Vijayawada for making me enlighten me to take this service and enlighten every chat account in practice in the scope of virtual CFO services. So here come in this evening, we have to tell about the CFO services which can be do virtually at our home and to reach the global service. So at initially, what do you mean by CFO? What do you think of a CFO in organization? Anybody? What is the role of the CFO? Initially, CFO is called a CPE of an organization. Like in the computer, where the CPU is there, same in organization, the CFO role plays like a pivotal role in the finance sector. And the split of decisions, planning, budgeting, and what of all the finance included sectors, the CFO plays a major role. So initially, in the beginning of the stages, CFO means it should be physically day-to-day office visiting and what we call service all the affairs and all, looking over day-to-day and providing the day-to-day services and all. But nowadays, in this digitalization era, the CFO has been converted into the virtual CFO. Means from wherever they are located, from the home or anything, wherever they are located, they can reach to the service to global area. Example, from here you are taking service to an Australian client and all. We can provide a service without attending the Australia and all. We have cloud and all. We have many softwares and all, like Zoho Books, FreshBooks, and many other cloud softwares are there to share the information and provide service at large level. Uh, Coming to my session and point of view, uh, what are the opportunities we have in respect of the virtual CEO services, and what are the challenges we have to face, how to overcome those challenges, what are the golden principles to follow in respect of virtual CEO services. In this evening, I'm here to tell you all the things what I have learned and what are the live experience I have faced and everything. Coming to the initial, I want to discuss to the role of a CFO in an organization. What kind of a role is a CFO is giving to the organization? What kind of service they have been providing? Initially, managing the financial health of a company. Like everyone have the health, human beings, health means how is it, a fever or cold. Like we will discuss how is the health, is there any problems are there, is there any issues are there with them. In respect of the company or organization or any sector or anything, we are discussing about the financial health of a company. Like how come the profit is there, how come the sales are going on, how come the expenditure has been planned. So, in respect of all these financial angles, the managing should be there. The CFO should manage all the things, like where and all the sales are going, how come the invoice has been billing, and how come the expenditure has been tracking. Like all that service to be tracked by CFO. Next, he's also a financial planning leader. Like when and all, where should we invest, when to invest, how to invest, how come the returns has been done. Like all the things should be done by a CFO. Risk and cost management. In kind of risk, while planning and all, the CFO should be aware of the risk. Like if you have any investment or any certain sector we are going through, based upon the financial health of a company, the risk should be also kept in mind by CFO. And the cost management. How come when we are keeping a 1 rupee in any kind of asset or any kind of property and all, that is what we expect should be designed by CFO only. Next, capital structuring. Capital structuring means how and all the capital, how to brought into the company, how to utilize this capital and all. If any, for example, for a partnership firm, the capital brought in by the partners and all, how to utilize them, whether to invest or whether to rotate the working capital and all. The structuring of the capital should also be done by the CFO. And the main part of the CFO should be more focusing on the tax planning and the compliance. Whether every organization point of view is only the one point of view. How much tax I should pay? How much tax I have been saving? Whether it will be benefit to the organization? Where my taxes are going on? How come I should pay the taxes? And the compliances, when and where to file, how to file, like how much cost should be there. Like every tax compliance planning should also be done by the CFO only. And also the CFO is mainly of the value creation. Like how come it will be helpful by engaging a CFO and organization that they're getting the value or not, that they're enabling the value for an organization or not, whether we are growing or we are in the downfall, whether we are preserving the value or not. Like we have the profits, but they have been misutilized by the firm. If you are engaged as CFO, he is responsible for the preserving the value and also the reporting. When and there the value has been reflecting, this kind of MS reports will be presented by the CFO. Next, coming to the contributions. The CFO is mainly responsible for the contribution of five things: financial decisions, like the whenever the money should be done, and all cash flow. How come is the cash flow reflecting in the organization? Whether it's the operation cash flow or financial cash flow or investment cash flow. How and when they are flowing and all these things should be tracked by the CFO only. Next, the management, the hierarchy of the management. The CFO should look over that whether the management is correctly representing their organized roles and organization. Like whether CFO on his own, representing or whether delegating his duty on the right path or not. Whether in the financial or the higher ranking sectors, how come they are going through and all should be done by CFO. Analysis and risk management. Uh, the many areas risk analysis, risk management should also be done by the CFO only. Organizational point of view, whether they're in the development stage or in the maturity stage or in the declining stage, then and all also should be done by the CFO. Some of the needs why then should point why an organization should invest in a CFO. Better understanding of the financial matters. In respect of financial matters, an organization uh, in a layman language, a CFO only is responsible for what we call educating and what are the matters and all, what kind of ratios are there. All of it should be better understood by the CFO. Capital investment needs, build credibility, financial relations, beat competition shared. Now, we are not that CFO has a pivotal role in an organization. In any organization, CFO has so many roles, so many contributions, so many needful decisions have been based upon the CFO. Now, as a CA, a chartered accountant, the main role if you have the CFO as appointed by a chartered accountant. If an organization has appointed chartered accountant as CFO, then it will be more useful for an organization in better analysis of the financial matters, in reporting and compliances within the due dates and without paying any penalty or fees, and tax planning, and capital structuring, financing, and budgeting and forecasting. Like many in the previous sectors, chief financial officer will be an MBA or any other financial background officers only. But now in the growing sector, the chartered accountant has many opportunities and all to grow as a CFO, not only to attend the office and do the matters. As a virtual CFO, has many opportunities and all. We have also the extended responsibilities, not only in the financial matters, in the information technology also, managing and coordinating information systems. Uh, Nowadays, chartered accountants are doing many work like design and all. The information system, as an auditor, we will look upon systems and all. But as a layman language, we can also suggest the systems how it should be designed. how long it should be function, how come the change should be. These and all should be next administration point of view, like whether the administration function has been doing or not. The administrative money, financial matters should also be responsible. Operations, manage infrastructure operations and building up on the strategy. How come, in how many years, and how many months, how many days, the risk capitals will be processed. Now, coming to the opportunities, the many are nowadays the thinking that practice has been downfall in any where in India. So for them who have been discouraging that the practice is not there, we should go somewhere else. We should invest in somewhere else. It's not the right way. The practice is becoming dull. I'm not doing the justice to my role which I've been studying in the previous and all. So many are discouraging and become the downfall of the practice. But there is a scope in many areas there is scope. One of the areas where we can grow our scope is the virtual CFO. Means, firstly, we have to invest our time and money there, like in engaging in what we call the clients or globally. Initially, start with a local guide or local MSME sector. Go with MSME sector, small. Initially, I think they have been keeping small 5 lakhs or something. What we call freelancers are also there. Initializing small shops and all. They have been waiting for so many. How come I keep my money? Where to keep my money? How come my structure and all? They have been looking for so many persons and all. BA, BCom, so many persons. But as a chartered accountant, we have a we have to penetrate into the economy. We should develop ourselves in kind of this virtual CFO services. Many days we are going through the services based upon the historical data only. Like they are providing the data. Based upon the data, we'll see what we call drafting the financials and approving the income tax returns. Those are the CA work we have to what we have learned. Only the taxation point of view is not the correct way. And chartered accountant, we have so much of complex. We have learned so many things. We have so many subjects to develop and all. Not only the taxation, we have many other things to develop as a human being, as a chartered accountant, as a role in an organization. Recently, many of you have been like the small areas who have been going at accounting and all. Some persons they are doing the accounting, some they are doing the compliances like GST, income tax, and others company secretarial compliances. But as a bundle, from initial the setup of an organization to the declaring stage of an organization, the complete growth and complete grip where we have been developing like virtual CFO services. Now going to the opportunities where we have the global reach, not only the pertain to the Vijayawada, not only pertain to Andhra Pradesh, not only pertain to the region, not only pertain to the culture, what we call the we are giving the boundaries then and there only. I will be in Vijayawada only. I will be settled in Vijayawada only. I will not go to anything. The geographical boundaries we have been setting in our within our borders only. So the virtual CFO services have broken all the barriers. Like sitting in our office only, in our cabin only, we can do many other services. In digital where we have to give the shake and go to somewhere and physically involving and all. This is not in digitalization era has been completely eradicated. Like we have seen the income tax department also. They have been done the fairness assessment, which is an eye learner for everything for every human being. Like chartered accountants mainly. Fairness assessment where they have been doing from somewhere else the assessment. Initially, we have been dealing with the harassment, we are dealing with the officers and all. Now, physical interaction and all, everything has been eradicated. Now, everything is virtual, faceless. Without knowing the face, they are completing the assessments also. So, similarly, in the point of view, a chart account should also be uh, grow up their career and learning curve in the same way. That physically only we should do the when the person reach our office only, we will interact with them. Other than we have not been listening the calls. We have no area to scope. Only these 30 members, these 40 members, these 100 to 2 members income tax returns is sufficient for me. There are the boundaries which have been drawn we, within ourselves only. So, as a chartered accountant, uh, now we have the global reach also. We have been seeing the MP Vijay Kumar Garu. He has been the CFO of CPE and also executive director. And he has so many roles and responsibilities also. He has also been dealing with many virtual CFO services. Not only it should be physical only, it can be many more. From starting point of Vijayawada only, we can go with any kind of USA, UK, Canada, everything. There are no barriers also doing these services. There we can reach our global, what we call serving international markets and all, knowing the what they are thinking about, what they want, what is their market has been driven. Like in USA, have been US have a client. You have to learn stepping in the shoes of their management and all. If a client has been reached, then these kind of services we want. And charge about detail. No, in Vijayawada, how come I do the service in US? It's not at all possible. I'm not. I'm helpful and all. Within our laptop, we have in a mobile also we can do anything. So many wonders we can do in this virtual era. Like we can make a cloud-based management on our own or any prefixed software are also there. First, we have to update the client. Then we are capable. We are eligible to do such kind of services. We have to educate the client that we as a chartered accountant or we as a human, we have been so much of knowledge, we will be enable them to grow in the organization point of view from their perspective, not our perspective. Next, technology integration. Not only the financial drafting, the income tax returns and all. The chartered accountants has been very muchly globally, they have been updating the knowledge and technology integration also. Like the service how to be driven in technology side, insights offering in the finance, wherever the trends has been growing, that where to be the office should be situated, and a branch should be situated. Everything the chart account should be turned around in the virtual CFO services. Next, providing the cost-effective solutions, like educating the client that whether to appoint a IAM guy or any MBA guy, so offering 50, 60 lakhs of package and providing them a service of 3 hours in a day. Then educate them that we are the chartered accountants are more capable of them, more educated than them, and more sophisticated we have been developing in the areas like in you have the US. So many Indians have been complying in accounting perspective, in auditing perspective, in technology perspective. We have so much of areas to grow and all. We have been providing the cost-effective solutions also. Like if you have provided the monthly services, we can charge some around based upon the cost-effective manner which you have been dealing with. Like providing the value for money also. Someone will pay that we are paying 30,000. Where is we're not satisfying with the services we have? We are paying 5,000. Where is my income tax not filing due date? So many in the small areas also we have been getting very frustrated and all. So first we have to educate the client that these kind of services we have been enabling you. Value for money they should feel and down. Like when a service has been provided initially, they have to feel that it is value for money. These are the services we want. These kind of opportunities, these kind of challenges we want. Like when we are been growing. As chartered accountant, they have to feel, a chartered accountant, we have to make them feel that it is value for money. Next, as well as whenever there are opportunities, there are also challenges are there. Simply, we have been telling that we within our office only we can do and all. But there have been some challenges also. Technological adoption. Many CS who have been qualified before era of 1980s and all, they have been thinking that we have no idea of technology. We are not gaining a knowledge of digital platforms and all. Where can we invest them? Such kind of members uh, in this digitalization era, I tell them to update to the knowledge of the technology and all, or else hire some persons or hire the persons who have been technologically intelligent and all, and keep them in our office and all, and provide them that these kind of service I need. These kind of services, the software should, the technology persons are here to do such kind of services only. Next, staying updated with the latest virtual CFO tools like Zoho books are there, and Fresh books, and so many other management softwares are there for providing the dashboards and all, MS reports, everything. When and where the opportunity is there, the CA should go through and all and penetrate into the market only. Next, communication challenges. These are biggest and utmost challenge for any chartered accountant in current and future also. Building the rapport with the clients remotely. We have been dealing with many clients in our local only. They have been calling. Whenever we won't lift the call, we will call, they won't lift the call. These kind of the rapport issues will be there. Nowhere there also. Within the local clients only, we are facing such kind of challenges. When we are going to the globally and all, their timings are different. What timings are different? When the rapport will be developed. So, as virtual CFO, have been first keep it in mind that to develop a rapport with the client, to engage them, to educate them, that these kind of services, these kind of attributes should be provided. As chartered accountant, we are there for you. No need to worry about the financial matters. Uh, some recently, for example, with myself only, I've been dealing with one of the client with virtual CFO services. They have been calling that their organization will not work on the weekends. And we are 24 by 7 available for everyone. We are anyway 24 by 7 working every day, 365 days. They have been telling that we are not working on Saturdays. Why are you calling on Saturdays? We are making them that to provide the value for money for them. But what they will feel, they are calling us on days, weekends, when there is enjoyment. Where the how can we lift the calls? Who why you pressurize me? We are thinking that to develop them, that is a due date, that this should be done this date only. Whether the payment has been done, the penalty will be there. When we educate them, they will feel like, oh, then okay, they're making us to educate that they're servicing for them in the need for them. So we should educate them first. Then and then only the rapport will be developed. Like weekends, Sundays, they will be there. Nothing will be ignored and all. By keeping in mind all the things where the client is comfortable or discomfortable, when should be the client meeting should be there, or when are the services we have to provide it, what kind of boundaries they have, what kind of limitations they have. We have to understand them first, and we should make them understand for ourselves also. Next, effective virtual communications, team members and stakeholders. Uh, when we are calling it, sir, pay the amount. It's very easy, pay the amount. This kind of communication will not work over there in virtual CFO. In the localized angle, we can say that, sir, pay the amount. They will talk, sir, we'll pay the amount. We have been very well educated and all. But in kind of virtual CFO, where we want to develop ourselves, where we want to penetrate in the market, we need to first educate the client that, sir, it is the process. It is a checklist for any payment. It is a checklist what we have been following. It is a checklist where and when the time should be done, when and where the payment should be done. Within the due date, the payment is not done, that delay will be there, penalty will be there. Effective virtual communication. Whenever the communication is effective, then only the client will also be, there will be the value for money only. Next, another main challenge what the clients face when they are away from our locality, when they are from the geographical location, it is data security and privacy. Where now and then also we have been storing our own files and all in a secure folder where it is a confidential data. As a chart accountant, which is the main thing for us to secure, which is the main thing for us to secure, is the data or information with the client base. We should be more secured as uh, in the in the forms only they are maintaining the database and all. Like they are creating the firewall, the boundaries where the data and all should not be go there anywhere. So as we have been a virtual CFO of the client, which has been located somewhere else, like not all within India only, whether it is in Rajasthan or whether it is in Madras and all. We have been providing that. Sir, we have been providing the services and all. Where is my data security? How can we keep faith in you? We are providing the data that we are providing all the information, the director's data, the PAN, Aadhaar, which is more confidential in India. The more first we have to at most give them the feeling that the data will be secured. We have been maintaining very secure as cloud. We have many clouds such as Google is Drive is there, Microsoft we have there. So many cloud-based technologies has been based. Let's compare the data protection regulation. Whenever the services have been taken for cloud and all, they have been giving us the data protection also. Then nowhere to worry and all. Next, as we deal with the challenges, now for every challenge there is solution also. How to overcome those challenges, how to deal with them. Initially, is continuous learning. As I earlier said, emphasizing the need for ongoing professional development in an organization. That we have to continue to emphasize them. Sir, there is a need that your organization has been in a declining stage. You have been investing in the wrong side. You have been investing where the returns have not been so appropriate. You have been wrongly expenditure your side or declining your profit. Not only the profit angle, the organization point of view, it's a kind of what we call not fruitful expenditure, not fruitful things with the organization in a development point of view. Next, attending webinars, courses, and workshops on virtual seva practice or this seminar. Don't feel like that. It's kind of attending the webinars when and where the opportunity to have a seminars like Jod SS has been providing in this kind of manners. We have to make the time or make some time to watch or attend or gain the knowledge in kind of seminars and all that whether it is useful within 2 days or within one day or in the future also we have to learn depending in developing ourselves is the main most appropriate thing our chartered accountancy day-to-day development is the most appropriate thing. Next, effective communication strategies. We have to well and where the communication strategies has been like uh, in this type of client mindset that this client will be more harshful. Uh, this client will be more we call some there have been mental obsession. they will go on with on phone only. Who are you? Why you are calling this time? Uh, then we have to tell them that, sir, we are the chartered accountant providing the CFO services to them. That we have to make them the confident, feel comfortable. And regular check is a transparent reporting with the clients. Like every day-to-day affair should be visible to them, not for us. We are providing services to them, not for ourselves. So the data should be maintaining the same path where each and everyone has the equal access. That they have been seeing over some PDFs or any Excel sheets. The same should be visible to the client also, which have been doing in our side should be visible to them. It's kind of transparency where every rupee of them should be reported by to them only. Implementing robust security measures like encrypted passwords, like protected shell Excel sheets, where no one has access, only the higher management has access to such kind of information or financial data. Let's establish protocols for data protection. Thus, the protocol should be followed and it should be discussed over the management. Thus, the file should be just in these times only. The file should be viewed and edited by them only. This kind of protocol should also be followed by them. This kind of when the overcoming the challenges, we will be doing more what do you call 100% satisfaction to our virtual CFO services. Next, mainly the virtual CFO services are mainly based upon the seven golden principles, which have been very keen and should be very focused on. First one, financial health, where the client is making or losing money. Whether 1 rupee they have been making or 1 rupee they have been losing, we have to educate them. Sir, this kind of making money is not permissible, or this is very not fruitful for our organization. Next, differences of revenue and impact. When and where our revenue should be there. In small kind of MSME sectors, we can tell them that, sir, please go and shift office to there, so that the client base will be more for you. So revenue will be more. Then impact of the organization should be more. Next, top expenditures. When and where the expenditure has been more, you have been concentrating. In every organization, the main expenditure depends upon the payroll. Do you agree? The main expenditure is the payroll, where employee cost is the main expenditure for every organization. So we have to tell them that, sir, for these persons, this kind of expenditure is fruitful or not. We have to educate them. The kind of services they provide, the kind of roles we have been assigning, the kind of nature and the payment we are doing, everything should be interacted. That interlink that for 10,000 they have been providing this much. How many hours they have been working? The top expenditures, like any 10 lakhs has been invested. It is fruitful or not, whether it is purposeful for the organization or not. Next, what are the payables? What are the receivables for an organization? Uh, in a small organized sector, also, we're more focusing on the receivables and payables, which is more liquidating. When are the payables we should be paid? When and when the receivables are receiving? Within 12 months, they have been receiving or not. Based upon them, the many financial matters are to be focused. Like any loans and all, they'll be more focusing on the receivables and payables. Next, what kind of money available? So many clients, there have been a perspective that I have the profit of 1 crore. So I will spend my money of full of 1 crore. But we have to educate them that what is the liquid money available for them to spend the expenditure. So they have the profit before the taxable is 1 crore. But after tax, it comes to around 65 lakhs. Or come to 30% of the company and all. So the 65 lakhs will be transferred to the reserves or any capital or current accounts. Then the client will ask, where is my money? Where have been looted and all? We have been taken the my money and all. We have to educate them that, sir, this is your money only. It should be located in either in banks, in the bank statements, or in any liquid cash, or in the receivables. The kind of them we have to educate them that these are money available for us. Not whole 65 lakhs is not there. We have 40 lakhs actually available in our bank, and 20 lakhs is our receivable, which will be uh, realizable in our within 12 months and all. We have to tell them everything about the business because they will be looking over somewhere else anyway. But we, as a virtual CFO, should tell them the business what kind of financial they have been growing, in what kind of financial growth they have been maintaining. Next, the bank accounts and investments. It should be only accessed to the mainly CFO or if any other higher ranking persons are there and all. Now, as we are the virtual CFO, we have the access to and all and other higher ranking persons like any manager, the positions and all. Next, differentiating the organization family money from business money. There's so many persons will there have the so much profit. They have to take it away from our to our family and all. Then we have to differentiate them that this is not your money. This money is purely for the organization point of view. If you have taken away all the money, then how the organization runs? It's not the kind of thing you have to do. We have to differentiate them. Sir, if any partnership form, sir, in your partner's capital account or current account, this money is available. As a, it should be some of the parts should be used for the organization only. If the current account drawings and all have been withdrawn in the all the years, it is your money only. Differentiate them. Next, the records and evidences should be in keep at one path, which is most accessible by both of the persons. Next is the accounting. Third principle, which is the backbone of any organization. Hiring a good accounting or any good manager for accounting perspective is the main difficult situation for many organizations. So, as a virtual CFO, you should main keenly part upon the accounting, where they have been thinking that best person, best results. That if you are providing the best services, the results will also be the best. Next, losing money. We have to educate them that stop the expenditure, which is not good. When you keep, when you expedite that expenditure, it's not going to fruitful. Your organization will not survive in the future upcoming years. Next, review the expenditures and start trimming. Start with the big ticket and work way down. We have to work. We have to work in each and every expenditure, whether it is viable, whether it is helpful for the organization, whether the expenditure 1 rupee has been spent, it has been development of the organization or not. And other company debts, we have to review and renegotiate. The bank loans, unsecured loans, some other loans which have been taken, MSME loans, other all the things. Whether the interest rates have been taken at a viable rates or not. Whether banks are providing the viable rates and all. All these things should be keep in mind by virtual CFO to dealing with the money and all of things. Next thing is budget. Many of the chart accounts are feeling that I have learned the budgeting in my cost accounting, where to prove myself. In nowadays, we are not doing any budget to any and all. They are asking, sir, I've been creating an exhibition, what kind of budget we have. Simply, many of them are telling, it costs around 1 lakh. Go ahead with the 1 lakh. But it's not the right approach. As a virtual CFO or a chartered accountant as a virtual CFO, we have to mainly focus on the budget of an organization. discuss with all key personnel of the organization whether the upcoming 12 months, we have to keep in our mind that the organization has been in the growing stage, or whether it has been growth has been in such a type that we have to keep mind that budget should be this much. For this year, the limit of the budget is 10 crores. We have to spend or we have to utilize only such much of amount. So initiate the planning of the budget. And it should be realistic also. Based upon the previous trends, based upon the reports and all provided by the virtual CFO on day-to-day or monthly basis or quarterly basis or yearly basis, the based upon the MIS report, the monthly they will in a notion that these kind of expenditures, these kind of incomes, monthly these and all should be for the organization. So it should be realistic in our budget approach also. Next, increase the productivity of an organization. When at initial stages of an organization, when an organization has get 1 rupee, they have been realized the 10 rupees. In the forward stages, it should be 100 rupees. The product should be increasing. When the money has been increasing, the product should also be increasing. Next, the approval of the expenditure. Like many of the frauds and all we have been doing in the organization. As a virtual CFO, you are not be physically present over there. So there is chance of many physical frauds and all. So that to eradicate them, the virtual CFO should maintain a principle and discuss with the management that it should be the proper approval also. Review the expenditures, approve the expenditures of certain limit, and communication across the company that these are the expenditures should be approved by this kind of managers only. Next, approval as well the cash available as based on the budget. As I discussed earlier, based on the budget only, the expense should be the principle of the budget should be the principle of expenditure should be drafted and all. And mainly, the virtual CFO, we should familiarize with the compliances and all. We have been doing many compliances, TDS, GST, then all other many compliances, sectoral compliances, everything we have been keeping in mind. But in organization point of view, they have been thinking that what kind of these compliances, when and how they should be meted, how come they have been effective for us. First thing is taxes, regulations, and when to pay. That we have been telling that due date is 12th or 13th or 21st. They are telling that what kind of due dates are these. We have to educate them. We have to familiarize them that these kind of compliances are there in India. If you are set up in India, if any compliances are there in other countries and all, we should first familiarize with the compliances. That when and how the request should be filed. How come to reach the claims? Like the government norms, the government where we are dealing about, if the client in US or UK or any Germany and all, we should first understand the government norms, the rules and regulations of the government norms. Next, tax strategies and tax planning. It's a kind of a very easy thing for a chart accountant. The tax strategies and tax planning, then nowhere to discuss about it. Next, when they are feeling the compliance is costly, we have to tell them that non-compliance is better. Means if you're telling that they're providing the fees of 5,000 or 10,000 for a compliance of GST or TDS or something, but we have to tell them that non-compliance is there, it is completely fatal. That they will be in a misguiding position, that the company will in the shutdown position also. Next, continuous education and updating of the client. These virtual CFO services are not only restricted to these kind of financials and all. We have to continuously educate them, continuously update them that these kind of things you have to do for organizational point of view to increase the growth or strength of our organization. Lastly, uh, I have been discussing all the rules and all everything. In the realistic point of view, I want to tell some that which have been faced in the recent live interaction with the clients which I've been dealing with. The many of the clients have been in the wrong perspective that why need to give you virtual CFO, what kind of service you are providing. You are not the virtual CFO. If somehow where we are not providing them the right value for money, they feel that it's not a kind of virtual CFO should be there. We're not dissatisfied and all. So for them, I suggest that we have to continuously update. We have to learn the management psychological angle, and we have to develop them as well as ourselves also. So, on a closing remarks, I'm telling that for a chart accountant to develop and penetrate into the market, the virtual CFO is the main focus where main area where to focus, and we can grow up as a chart accountant, and we can do many wonders and all. It's not restricted. It should be more global reach, and I feel that everyone has been in that approach only. In the future eras, it's a more area where the virtual CFO is growing and all. So I thank Joda Branch for giving me this opportunity. Somewhere is I think it's a general topic, so many have done boring, and some of have led the seminar also. I felt first apologize them that for not being effective and all. It's my first session, so it's a general topic where it feel boredom also, but have been prepared such that to enlighten or encouragement one only, but the output has been not such way. It's kind of virtual CFO services only, where the output will not be in our hands. So I feel that every chart accountant who have been listened in the starting and all has taken this as a stepping stone, and they will educate or they can provide in this virtual CFO services, and they can get the fruitful results and all. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, Aditya garu. As always, there will definitely be a first time. So you had your first time, and from tomorrow onwards, you will become a seasoned speaker. So let's do this. So the same as you have done your first time as the chairperson was in his initial opening remarks was telling, he was also at one day has delivered his first seminar as a speaker at the branch, and now he has become a seasoned speaker. Likewise, the chairperson, there are many people who have addressed the and enlightened the members through their knowledge by sharing their knowledge. So you are also one among them. So welcome to the club. Thank you very much. It was very useful. And now may I request the chairperson also to please come on to the desk to give a memento to the speaker. I request Jayant and Pawan also to please join. And also Manish. Ramohan, please come. Randy. పర్లేదు రండి సార్ మీ శిష్యుడు మీ శిష్యుస్ కోసం బ్లెస్సింగ్స్ ఉండాలండి
ఇంకా పిల్లలు ఇంకా మొహమాటం
Thank you, all of you. So thanks for coming, and we'll meet you on another session. Thank you.
థ్యాంక్ యూ అండి.